In this video, I'll talk to you about today's experience at the park. I took the spouse again. Better said, I took my dog on the bicycle, and eventually the rest of the family went over there. Okay, the first problem, the spouse didn't want to spar with me. And I want to teach her Tai Chi Chuan. She promised me she would do 10 minutes and that she would go twice a week. So yesterday was the first time. She lasted 5 minutes and didn't want to continue. Today, I think she lasted 3 minutes and didn't want to continue. She didn't even want to get started. And I told her, if you go with me twice to the park, then twice you practice. I mean, I won't ask you tomorrow if you go with me. But she also walked away from me. But the kids were there, so she didn't go far. I asked her a couple of questions. Well, basically the same question over and over again. She won't answer. Do you want your daughter to learn self-defense? Yes or no? She won't answer. The spouse won't answer. So I asked her again. Then she told me that I'm becoming strange. Like, why do I repeat myself? Because you don't answer the question. The question is, do you want your daughter to learn? Yes or no? So she still didn't answer, and she wouldn't get started with the practicing of the Tai Chi Chuan. So my intentions were to give her a hug. But she began doing Tai Chi Chuan then I couldn't grab her. So I did the next trick I knew. I hugged her, and I fell backwards so that she fell on top of me. I did it because earlier she took shorts today, and she was complaining about the mosquitoes. I didn't see any. Then she was complaining about the ants. And then I think she yelled at the dog for digging. Excuse me. Oh. What happens is she is like a fish out of water. By that I mean that she doesn't like going to the park. And it's in the evening when there was shade. There was a breeze. It was nice. There were a bunch of soccer players there. There were a bunch of other people over there. Someone was in our section, so we had to find a new section, which we did. With shade. A new section with shade. And away from everybody. So then she got up and she started to spar with me. But then she said that, do I have to go so fast? Now for the camera, I'm going this slow, right? I'm doing it for the camera so you can see it. But I was going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. At that rate. And we were walking. Well, she was walking away from me, and I just had to get closer to keep punching her. I keep going for her face. And she keeps on getting out of the way, but then she says, why am I going so fast? And I told her, okay, let's slow down. Then she said not to move. So I told her to put one foot in front of the other, and I'll do the same, and I won't move. But then she began to move, so I began to follow her. And all of this is in 3 minutes. And she wants to quit. Then, of course, my son jumps in that he wants to get started. I told him to wait a few minutes, that we're going to continue with his mom, which she didn't continue. Then I told the daughter to continue, and I was surprised. The daughter said yes. So everything was fine with the daughter. I set the timer for 15 minutes. And about 3 minutes later, the daughter scratched me over here. And we were involved in the usual one where I put one leg behind her leg and I knock her down. But she was holding on to me. And normally I don't let her go to the floor. I just show her that she's about to fall down. But when she began to scratch me, then I began to push her down, or actually just let her fall. Then she began to cry. She didn't fall hard, by the way. She said that I squeezed her too much in the ear. And then I told her, next time, don't scratch me, because if you continue to attack me, then I don't know if you're falling or not. If you surrender, and then I know that you're already going down. So then we stopped. So I did 3 minutes, maybe 4 minutes with the spouse, plus talking, because she walks away, and 3 minutes or so with the daughter. And then I did 15 minutes with the boy, as usual. Then I asked the girls, how did the boy do? And they say that they weren't looking. Then they say that, well, all he does is run away. Well, I asked him, how come he doesn't fall to the floor? I mean, I did catch him a couple of times. How come he doesn't go to the floor? And they said, what happens? He runs away from me. I mean, he's still facing me. This is me. This is him. He's still facing me, but he hops along. You know, if I go this way towards him, he keeps on hopping around and around and around me, like a bunny. And of course, I'm old, so I don't go to, and I don't want to. He tripped me one time, all right? But he tripped me after I had caught up to him. And then he was already falling backwards, but he decided to trip me, and I just told the girls, get out of the way, because I was flying, because I didn't want to fall on top of him. But that was just one time and he was already going down. And if it would have been a fight or even a sparring session, but I don't want to crush him, so I hopped over him and he tripped me, and I kept going. Nobody got hurt. But that was the event. Then we got back here, and well, I got back after I went around with the park again with the dog. The spouse took water for the dog, and the dog drank it. It was cold water. When we got back, the kids already taken a shower. I took my shower instantly. I don't go into the house without taking a shower. They were complaining that I stink, or that I was sweaty. That's what they were complaining about over there at the park. I don't know what to do. I spar first with the girls so that I'm not all sweaty by the time So I'm not all sweaty by the time I spar, you know. Oh well. Then the spouse made a soup. I had some soup. Before that, I had some watermelon. It was a nice evening at home. Oh, and I had to promise the daughter that I would start going to all these water places that they go to. I really don't like being sunburned. And I see their red faces when they come back from going to these water parks. But for some reason, they want me to go. And today was unusual because they did go by themselves without me. Grandma didn't go this time. And what happened was, well, the spouse got in the water. That was unusual. She said the water was not too cold. Because I told her, if you feel it's cold, I also feel it's cold. But I told in another video that she just sits there like a magazine, you know, with her hat, sunglasses, her lotion, her swimsuit, and her on the beach lounge chair. And she won't go into the water. So I don't like going anywhere that there's a water park or there's water for swimming, because she won't watch the kids. She's like, oh, she's gonna be useless to me. What if this guy needs help? How do I get him out of the water, or some other kid, you know, or something like that. I already made the other video when Grandma went and told me about how she went to the water park with them, and the lifeguard couldn't get this. There were two women drowning, grown. Well, at least I don't know if they were 20 or 30, but two big-breasted women. The little skinny lifeguard couldn't. He couldn't. I mean, I don't know how one of them got out, but someone helped her, and then another man helped the lifeguard get this other woman out. This other dad, she said, because he had a little kid. Oh boy. But I had to promise I would go swimming with them. I had to promise the daughter. But I told her, it's not going to be, you go to the park, 2 times a year, and then I go swimming with you every day, no, or every week. Yeah. You go 5 times to the park. I mean, we're still yet to break the 15-minute record here for sparring. She's lasted 3 minutes and 5 minutes, maybe less than that. I think it was 2 minutes the first time. And today was maybe 3 minutes or less. And that includes our prayer, or the one that goes like this: I only fight to protect my life and the life of others. I achieve my fullest potential by developing honesty, integrity, strength, indomitable spirit, wisdom, self-discipline. And it goes on and on. I don't remember all of them, but I learned them from Mile High Karate. And I said, that was nice. I only fight to protect my life and the life of others. So it's something nice that I say it before we start sparring. Alright, so that was the journal for today. Maybe I'll make another one later. Talk to you later. Oh, the final thing. I don't have to move anymore from this room. Because before we went to the park, the spouse started yelling at me. And I told her, why do you have to yell at me? We were dealing, all I did was take my pillows to the garage, because she asked me to move out of this room. And I told her that it's too hot in there for me to sleep. And then she said, I don't want your bed in the living room again. So then I said, well, help me move the rest of the things. And she said, leave your bed there, but move everything else out. I mean, there is nothing else. What? my t-shirts and clothes in the closet. That's all. So anyway, I woke up Grandma and I said, would you please help me deal with the spouse about helping me move these things, because I can't do it. She's yelling. And so the spouse asked a couple of questions. I mean, the mother asked a couple of questions, and she found out just now. The mother said, I'd rather you stay over there. And the spouse says the same thing. I really don't want to rent a room because I really don't want you in my living room or in the house. So I said, well, I really don't want to be in the garage anyway, because I have a nice time. I mean, the boy has left. He's gone over there now because he why is it that air conditioner gave him a nosebleed? It's a window air conditioner on the wall. That's what it is. And the boy started bleeding, and I cleaned it. And I took out a couple of things and I put it in there and I hosed it down and everything. But the boy doesn't want to be in this room because the nose. And the air conditioner over there is different. The whole house air conditioner is different. It doesn't make him bleed or anything. Oh well. Everything's getting better. I'm back in my room. Talk to you later.